across the general fan base, one of the most overlooked features in marble racing is the banked turn. I would argue that the banked turn may be the most high-risk, high-reward turn or feature in marble racing. Hey everybody, I'm Brendan, and the Apex Proving Grounds will allow marbles to do just that, prove themselves on some of the toughest features in marble racing. 7 banked corners, and I will elaborate momentarily on their difficulty, but it's going to be a hard course. At that, also a fast course, but certainly a challenge for marbles to keep pace. We'll get Heat A started there. You can see the lineup, 13 of them. And, well, we're down to 52 marbles. One marble was removed. I believe it was Zigzag Zap, who was not competing anymore. I guess after that first couple of performances, he was cutting his losses and maybe getting back to getting in shape. But looks like it's 52, so it'll be 4 heats of 13 as we kick things off. And the Apex Proving Grounds has the big booster, which has been adjusted a little bit. A motor has been taken away to allow for slower escapes from the booster. You can see Azure there leading the pack right now. Blue Falcon coming right up on the near side. Oh, cannot get around. And it looks like he will grab that lead heavily, though, as he jumps out of the marble booster. 6 standard corners, 7 banked corners, 1 Muller corner, 180 banked hairpin corners you see after the highway there, and also that single line start in that pinbow piece. And what a beautiful track design to have that single line start, not as right smack dab in the middle of the track, but out there and kind of blends into the track and then allows marbles to really focus on the track itself and not have to die out there in that giant space, you know, halfway through each lap. But the bank turns. And this is where high risk, high reward really starts to come in marble sports, especially when you talk about 7 of them. Bank turns are difficult for marbles. It's all about the speed you use coming into them. Go too fast, well, you're going to knock the top of it, fall right to the inside. Go too slow, well, you're going to grind the inside the whole time, and that's a lot of speed loss. But if you can get it just right, not only can you thread the needle through that middle line, but also you could stay off the walls completely because you have that angle, that bank to work with. We'll see how that plays out here. As you can see, a fast course, average lap time again, 24 seconds per lap. That is quick, and marbles are already showing that this will be a high-paced course. We have Blue Falcon still leading the pack right now, followed by Azure, and then down in last place, Bluey. So keep an eye out for him. A lot of Blue Marble Gang currently in the works. So if we get into a overlap situation, might be a mess of Blue. I think there's Bluey right there, coming up right behind and really struggling on those hairpins. Inside line about the whole time. And Blue Falcon not far behind. Azure as well. And it's good to see some Blue Marble Gang. Looks like the highway is supporting that as well. At least from this vantage point, looks like there's a blue tint on the highway. Do I have that right? Or is it just the gray looks weird in the light? Well, here comes Blue Falcon, looking to lap Bluey. Can't get around him. Defensive maneuvers from Bluey's side. Both of them are slow, though, and Blue Falcon can't get off the walls. Here he comes, weaving around, up and down, comes to the outside line. Both of them right there on the outside wall as he comes down, and Blue Falcon actually does not make it happen. Here he comes right out of the marble booster here in the final lap and down the highway on the inside. He does pass. He had some space to do some work, and that he does. And Blue Falcon with a huge lead on the pack overall, which might be allowing him to put a really destructive time up there. Knocks right into red ice, and he might knock into him again, but no, not before he crosses the finish line with a 3:14.31, and that's a good time to set. Azure 2 full seconds behind with 3:16. Thunderbird in there as well, 3:16, and a .08 plus. And well, Blue Falcon. Blue Creeper, not doing so well. Accidental Genius, spectacular. Also slipped down a little bit. And if we take a look at the current overall standings, Blue Falcon is kind of needed that. So he was in 4th. He needs to get to those top 2 spots. And, well, it looks like he's on his way. See Falcon and Swirly holding those top 2 currently. A Blue Falcon striking for that. Limeline could use a good race today as well. Was Rainbow Racer. Also keep your eyes on Zebra, Ultimatum, Blue Creeper, who already raced, so eyes, well, they might divert now. Turbo Turtle, Volcano, Accidental Genius, and Sonic Boom, even down to Make Swift and Arjun, who might have a shot there to grab a spot in the top 2. Heat B of D heats. As the lights turn all on and we get rolling as they file down through the funnel. Not a good name for it, in my opinion. And begin the first lap. Bubbles up there in first place, and he breaks away down the highway. Look at the length he has already, and if he's good on the banks, this might be a look from Bubbles, who we have not really seen come out of his shell lately. Talking about shells, Dragon Egg also in there in third place. Ooh, knocks in a couple marbles, and he's down to fourth. Ember as well. Flash Fire, very fiery, heat-filled top of the standings right now here in Heat B. B for Bubbles, but, well, F for Fire right now. Flash Fire holding that lead up by a little bit, and Bubbles still working on getting back through the hairpins. Took them very smoothly, and he's strong and fast through them. It's not a feature that seems to be a hamper on Bubbles. Glory also somehow nudging her way through to second place to work around with Flash Fire. But where's Rainbow Racer? Well, he's in 12th place. Golden Hawk also not doing well, but I think we kind of figured that might occur. Marbles that we would expect better from Rainbow Racer down in 13th place right now. I didn't think it was possible to drop below Golden Hawk, and I didn't think a top 5 racer in the standings would be the one to do it, but Rainbow Racer is not having a good race. Green Elizabeth, who also, well, just outside the top 15 and 17th, actually in third right now, so she might be a marble to keep your eye on. Gold Rush 15th right now overall in 7th, so working on trying to just eke his way to the top there. So hard when you're in the middle pack of marbles to make some moves. But again, eyes on Dragon Egg and Glory continue to battle it out through the top. Glory got snuffed through that hairpin right there, and Flash Fire takes advantage, and he's back to second. Dragon Egg through the bank's turns, all 7 of them at once, and still manages to stay off the walls enough to hold that lead. We get to stop here for a second and gaze at Golden Hawk, who kind of looks like he's learning how to ice skate the way he's grabbing those walls. And honestly, based on his racing performance so far, it might be that level of difficulty for him. Flashfire moves expertly around Dragon Egg. Use that third hairpin to really dive on the inside. Agility was strong through the turns and kept it up down the last few hairpins. Little bit of a billiard shot right there as Flashfire breaks away through a collision with Dragon Egg. Green Elizabeth back to it on the near side, now to the right. Now Green Elizabeth has the lead. Here comes Flashfire, though, working through the turns on the inside and then the outside. Misses the walls completely there. Golden Hawk is lapped. Flashfire runs into Golden Hawk, and that overtake possibility is gone. Golden Hawk just becoming a problem for marbles down 2, 3, 4. Green Elizabeth in the final lap, working on a possible win, but Flashfire already jumps back to a lead. Looks like the marble booster stratified them quite differently. Now Green Elizabeth has to deal with Golden Hawk, who can't get out of anyone's way. She manages to pass him, taking another look towards Flashfire, and does get contact almost, but not enough to pass. Goes to the near side and can't. And after all that, little voice crack there, sorry. Not one of these marbles has an impressive enough time to put them in the top 3 in the right corner. What a race it was. But to see Flashfire there in first, but still down quite a bit even, when compared to Blue Falcon, Azure, and Thunderbird, I would say the whole race might be a disappointment even for Flashfire. Heat B results. 318. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's like 4 seconds. Let's go Heat C. Catnip, Guara, Predator, Makeswift. Those are the marbles to look at. Swirly in that 13th position there on the left, I believe. If I remember Swirly's look the best. I think Swirly's going to dive out to a lead there for a second, almost funneled incorrectly, but it's, yeah, no, there he is. There he is in first place. Petunia right behind. And Sapphire Saturn there in 4th. Swirl Away, who also had a good race last time, up to 4th, but I don't think Swirl Away is really in a good position to really jump to the top. Let's try to get a look on where he is. 17th overall, which means I was wrong about Green Elizabeth, who's actually 16th. Kind of dyslexia the numbers there real quick. when I looked at the scoreboard earlier on. Sorry for that mistake, but that's no matter. Focus on the marbles. Sapphire Saturn, a beautiful blue marble, really punctuating on blue marble gang today. Heat A had some of that. Heat C for Cerulean even, really working with Sapphire and Saturn, allowing him to get some space. Swirly not liking the space he has. A bunch of S's here. Sapphire, Swirly, and out of the marble booster, it's a, well, it's pretty dead. Looks like Swirly drops back a couple lengths here and is going to have to climb back into it again. Back and forth. Kind of like a dance even through these bank turns. Look at the marbles, especially the ones who are towards the top and really know what they're doing out there as they take to the bank turns, all 7 of them at once. It's a dance, it's a sway, back and forth, using momentum, knowing where to put the momentum, let the track almost work for you, and you can see that happening here, especially with Sapphire and Saturn. Look at him go off the walls most of the time. He does fail there for a second, but look how he takes the rest of these. Unbelievable racing. Swirly about the same. And Guara looks like he's getting the hang of it as well, up to 3rd place. Mocha and Predator rounding out that top 5, who, well, have struggled in this one, in this tryout, and probably won't make it, but, well, anything's possible in marble sports. Swirly, Sapphire Saturn, back to the dance here in lap 5. Look at them go. Staying off the walls a lot more than you expect a marble to be able to do with such a thin margin here on the track. And who's in the back? Luminous MC, Catnip, Minty Hybrid, Limeline even, who could use to get out. Oh, look at the pass right there. Swirly took advantage of a bad marble booster exit from Sapphire Saturn, who is looks a little disappointed right now. Back to the dance. Here we go. Back and forth he sways. Sapphire Saturn, ooh, bringing that lead back to about 1 length, even 2 for a second, and slows down the turn. But he still has time to work. Actually speeds up down through the finish line, and Sapphire Saturn now used the marble booster in his favor. He's back on top. Swirly had it for a lap, lost it, hesitates there as he drops down into the bank section, and Swirly's down. Ooh, look at him grinding on the walls there. Now he's going to let 3rd and 4th place climb back into it. Guara and Predator swirl away even down in 5th, getting some looks, and Sapphire Saturn into the final lap. It's him by a long shot, but slow out of the marble booster, but so was Swirly, so it looks like it won't be too big of a deal for Sapphire Saturn as long as he can stay off the walls here. Back to the dance again. Here, swaying back and forth. First couple of hairpins go well. How about the next 2? Stays off the walls beautifully, goes to the outside. That's where you need to be. He'll whip around this final turn slowly, but still has a lot of time. 3:14, 15, not a bad time. And Sapphire Saturn will appear on the right-hand side of your screen in the top corner at spot 3. There in the time box. Best of times. Still Blue Falcon by a couple seconds. Swirly coming in 2nd there, not putting himself on the board, but still a valid race. 3:17.22, can't knock that when the first place from Heat B barely moved with 3:18. Heat C results. Fade away. Heat D coming up on the screen here. Buddy Pair, Zebra. Definitely look at Zebra here. Definitely look at C Falcon. I don't think Swirly's out of it yet either, even through this finish, because he was able to get 2nd. Still had a pretty good time. Close enough that that last race is going to matter, but Swirly still got a shot. Volcano coming out in the lead as we start Heat D. But Zebra, Sonic Boom, I'd also keep your eye on. But definitely C Falcon, who's leading the pack right now with the overall lead in the standings. And honestly, I'm curious how he's going to take to these hairpins. I want to get a look at Sonic Boom, who's actually in 11th right now, tied for 11th, 709.86 with Accidental Genius, who definitely took a hit today. So we'll see how Sonic Boom comes out in this one. Right now, looking at 4th. Turbo Turtle is boosting right through that highway sector as we get through lap 2, and you can see that he's taking to the hairpins in the bank turns quite well. And he did get stuck on one of them there, and that's going to induce a speed loss, but otherwise looking good. Sonic Boom now climbing to 3rd. My eye is on him right now. No other marble is sapping my attention as much as Sonic Boom, who I think if he can pull off a win here, he's going to be in a good place. Turbo Turtle, Felix Fortunis, all marbles that it's good to see at the top, but kind of needed to be there earlier on in the tryouts. Again, Sonic Boom working with 3rd place. Dropped back to 5th a few seconds ago, and now he climbed back to 3rd. Now through the marble booster. How does he look coming out? Ooh, actually slow. And through the muller corner will get inside line. And coming down the highway, he is, well, Hard to tell. Barely holding on to third, and he knocks through the hairpins there. Actually sends, I think, Buddy Pear back a little bit. But Sea Falcon climbing to fifth as well. He's not out of it quite yet. Sonic Boom still looking through third. Can't get around Felix right now, and that's just leaving room for Turbo Turtle to just kind of start to run away here. Sea Falcon around Sonic Boom, and maybe he's the person to give attention to. Sorry, the marble to give attention to. Don't want to cross worlds there. But Blue Marble Gang rearing its ugly ahead again here in Heat D, which doesn't have a very obvious blue word to go with D. But again, Sea Falcon looking to third and not stopping there. Lap 6 on us already, and Sea Falcon trying to fight his way down there. Look at Buddy Pear, and no, Buddy Pear is left behind by a length. And through the bank turns he goes. Sea Falcon, of course, taking them expertly. Does get hung up there for a second, but still fast through them. Felix Fortunis. And coming up right behind Turbo Turtle, who now has pressure for the first time in this race. Back and forth, he zigzag zaps, but there's nothing to look there. Sorry to bring up a sore subject, but sometimes I can't resist saying the name of Zigzag Zap. I hope he reappears in a faster form in the future. Lap 7 coming to a close soon. Sea Falcon down a bunch of lengths and still with some work to do. What about Zebra? 4th place for Zebra. That's a good place to be right now for a marble who's within the top 10 overall. Just stay there, and maybe tryout 4 will even look better for that marble. Not out of it yet. Turbo Turtle still holding that top spot by a long shot. Felix Fortunis. Sea Falcon would like to get around him if he can, but no, he's hung up, knocked forward by Zebra. A mistake on Zebra's part. Yes, Sea Falcon was slow, but Zebra couldn't be doing that. That put Sea Falcon an easy third finish. Turbo Turtle will take first place in Heat D. Felix Fortunis. Turbo Turtle will slot right in to the top 3 times in second place, just behind Blue Falcon, who I said was going to set quite the bar here in Heat A. And that will bring things to a close. We're just waiting on the final marble who, well, it's not Zigzag Zap. Who is it? Mysterio. And that will close it out here. And Turbo Turtle coming out strong. Unfortunately, I think Turbo Turtle is, no, Turbo Turtle is in 9th place right now. I underestimated his current position, so honestly, more props to him. And look at how things change. Swirly now in the top spot. Blue Falcon in second. Sea Falcon, Limelight, Turbo Turtle now round your top 5. Rainbow Racer still in possibility and striking distance, but has a lot more work to do. And now times drop to about 10 seconds yonder of the top spot when we get down even to 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be hard for even Zebra to work his way back into it. Though again, anything can happen in marble sports. The 4th tryout is coming up, and it will be a tough one. And that will do it for tryouts 3 here at the Racing Marble League. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as we bring you more exciting content and as we race forward to Season 3, the Championship League.